Hello friends, welcome to the Uribe Society. I'm Fernando Uribe for Hudson County TV, coming to you from the Great Cliff in Moonachie, New Jersey, for tonight's Summer Gala, sponsored by the Palisades Emergency Response Corporation, otherwise known as PERC. Founded in 1981, PERC has dedicated themselves to truly trying to defeat the cycle of poverty that's so pervasive, not just in Union City, but throughout Hudson County. Its mission ultimately is to provide resources, food, shelter, and many other amenities to residents countywide. I'll be talking to some guests this evening as to what PERC means to them and all of its contributions that they've given over the years, but not just Union City, but throughout Hudson County. We'll be right back on Hudson County TV. The Palisades Emergency Residents Corporation was founded in 1981 and was created in response to the growing homelessness throughout Hudson County. So its mission is to defeat the cycle of poverty and remains one of the foremost nonprofit organizations throughout the state.
The county, has a working relationship with PERC. We help them with their soup kitchen. We also help them in the wintertime to get homeless people off of the streets. It was a very mild winter this winter, but we've had some tough ones, and PERC has been a perfect partner for us to deal with in dealing with the homeless.
As county executive, what are some of the issues that you see are probably most prevalent in trying to battle homelessness and trying to defeat that cycle of poverty that is so pervasive throughout New Jersey?
The root cause of homelessness is usually alcoholism, drug abuse, sometimes mental illness, and I think that in order to combat it, you have to address those problems. You can't expect just to bring somebody in for, to keep them alive for a night on a cold night and to feed them. That's going to straighten their whole lives out. There are other factors that are in there, and I think that the housing first type of stance that the county has adopted, which is to try to build housing for these souls, and then make sure they go to the AA meeting, then make sure that they take their meds and they get their counseling all the time, job training, whatever. That is the way to do it. The homeless population is a human population that deserves our help, but beyond that, they're also a burden on the hospitals, on a lot of the caregivers in our county, and they drain a lot of resources, and so treating them a little bit more effectively at the root causes of what made their lives go wrong, I think not only is the right human thing to do, but from a governmental and economic standpoint, it's also the right thing.
The mission for PERC is to disrupt the cycle of poverty. One of the things that we find in general is there is really a pipeline of people. There are neighborhoods where people just have a harder time succeeding. We provide shelter for people who are homeless. We have a soup kitchen to feed people. We fed last year 80,000 people. We provided over 18,000 nights of shelter last year.
What can you say PERC has done to help try to defeat the cycle of poverty that's so pervasive, especially not just in Union City, but other townships throughout Hudson County?
Well, one of the things that we're most excited about is our homework club. We help second graders through sixth graders excel in their schools, and we have kids who have grown up in families where English is not the first language. And I don't know, even if you speak English, if you're trying to help your fourth grader with their homework, it's hard enough. But to have people who have Spanish as their first language trying to help their kids succeed in school has been a challenge. So we're reaching down into the community at a very early age. The other thing that I think we're doing with poverty in general is housing has gotten so expensive. I think a recent study said that you would have to make about $25 an hour to afford the average Hudson County two-bedroom apartment. It's a lot of money. Many people are making minimum wage. Everybody in the family is working. So our food pantry and other programs like that have made a big difference in people staying in their homes and actually being able to survive week to week.
We run a homework club where the kids, underprivileged kids, come and we help them. They're there for about 2 hours. We help them with any needs they may have in school. Most of them are struggling academically, so it's a great program for them.
PERC's been around for 30 years. We started in Union City, and we're still in Union City. We've grown to serve a larger population of homeless people and needy people in our community in a variety of ways. We've expanded our programming to include a food pantry. We've always had an overnight shelter, and we now have a room or dining hall where we house people can spend the night and stay out of the elements, and we've increased those numbers as the need has increased quite significantly in our community over the last couple of years with the recession. So
We'll continue to cover events such as this one and highlight the importance of trying to eliminate poverty once and for all. Thank you so much for joining us here. For tonight's episode of the Uribe Society and previous ones, please go to Hudson County TV and their website, www.hudsoncountytv.com. I'm Fernando Uribe. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Uribe Society.